Hey there friends, it's me Peter, and welcome to day 19 of my 25 Days of Christmas Reviews. Now today is my last regularly scheduled Christmas review until I start a special project tomorrow. And for today's Christmas review, I chose a movie that really is not that good. It hasn't gotten very good ratings, and Ebert and Roper actually put it on their worst of 2004 list. I am, of course, talking about the Christmas not-so-classic Christmas with the Kranks. In the Chicago suburb of Riverside, Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis play the Kranks, parents to a young woman who is going off with the Peace Corps to Peru. While her mother constantly worries about her daughter, her father thinks to himself, hey, with her out of the house, we could save all this money by not doing Christmas this year. So instead of doing Christmas, they decide to go on a cruise. But when the entire neighborhood finds out about this, there is trouble, since Riverside, and particularly their street, is famous for celebrating Christmas. It comes to the point where Tim Allen's character absolutely refuses to do anything Christmas related. He won't put up his Christmas tree. He won't even buy a Christmas tree. He won't put up his Frosty the Snowman sculpture. He won't even buy a police calendar used as a fundraiser for the department. What will happen when the worlds of pro-Christmas and anti-Christmas collide? Look, I tried to give this film a fair shot. I really did. I knew it was a bad movie. I knew it had consistently gotten bad reviews from everybody. But I couldn't get into it. I just could not get into this movie. Very early on, it's obvious that Tim Allen's character is supposed to be this huge jerk. And, in fact, he is. I mean, it comes to the point where he doesn't even seem concerned about his daughter. You gotta see at the very beginning of the movie where the wife's crying and she's upset that her daughter is going away, and Tim Allen's just like, oh, come on, we can find ways to save money this Christmas by not having it. Dude, your daughter is away from home for the first Christmas in her life. You could at least act like a decent human being here. Also, the entire neighborhood is kind of awful, too. I mean, they don't want to celebrate Christmas. What's the big deal? Why is it any of your business? It literally ends up on the front page of the papers that they don't want to celebrate Christmas. What kind of slow news day was going on that this was the front page story? Everybody in this movie was such an awful person. You have the town being completely awful because the family doesn't want to celebrate Christmas, and Tim Allen's character is just plain bad, just plain awful. I mean, it's so bad, he won't even donate to the police charity. It's like, just spare a few bucks and donate it. What's the big deal? And heck, now that I think about it, a lot of Tim Allen's other movies have him playing this type of character. He was this character in Jungle to Jungle. He was the same character in part of the Santa Claus, at least until he turned into Santa Claus. What's up with Tim Allen playing unlikable people? Also, there is a major plot point of this movie that drove me completely insane. They decide, literally days before Christmas, that they are going to go on a Christmas cruise to the Caribbean. You can't do that! You can't suddenly up and decide you're going to go on a cruise. I've been on cruises before. You do not just spur of the moment go on them. They take months of planning. I'm thinking the one cruise my family and I went on that was cutting it close was scheduled in September. But even that was a full 3 months before that we actually went on the cruise. It wasn't 3 days before we went on the cruise. The only person in this movie I remotely liked was Jamie Lee Curtis's character. She was kind of your typical mom, always worrying about her daughter and always wanting to make sure everyone was happy. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It was needed, especially in this movie. I would definitely not recommend this movie to anybody. And I give Christmas with the Kranks a 1 out of 5. Thanks for watching my latest Christmas review, my friends. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more Christmas reviews, click the subscribe button down below. And tomorrow, I kick off the final 5 days of my Christmas reviews by beginning my look at adaptations of A Christmas Carol. And all 5 of these Christmas Carol adaptations were voted on by you. So thank you so much for all of your votes, guys. Which one am I going to be reviewing first? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to tune in tomorrow and see for yourself. But until then, this is Peter saying see you later.